Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Elise Hand. I'll be your moderator today. And in just a moment, Jim Rudderham, Director of Fleet and Forest Protection with the Department of Natural Resources, and Roy Hollett. Roy is Acting Chief of Halifax Regional Fire and Emergency, will provide you with an update on the current wildfire situation in Nova Scotia. We also have Andrew Mitten joining us. Andrew is the Director of Regional Operations with the Department of Emergency Management. And also online today is Bob Robichaud. Bob is Warning Preparedness Meteorologist with Environment and Climate Change Canada. So they are both online to answer some questions. Following their remarks, we will take one question and one follow-up question from media. If there is time after that first round of questions, I'll circle back and we can offer up some additional questions. We ask that everyone use the raise hand function at the bottom of your screen under the reaction section if you want to ask a question. And if you do not have a microphone today or don't have access to your microphone, you can put your questions in the chat. But please also use that raise hand function if you are asking a question via chat. A reminder that outside of this news conference, members of the media should direct all questions about the wildfires to wildfirecomms@novascotia.ca. That's wildfirecomms@novascotia.ca. And Jim, whenever you're ready, I'll hand things over to you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Today we have 4 active wildfires in the province. We consider active as fires that are not considered extinguished yet. So there's still that fires in Annapolis County from yesterday. They are under control, but still considered active. We had one new one today in Digby and a new one in Queens, both lightning strikes as well. The one in Digby is under control. The one in Queens is still classed as out of control, but we're not anticipating any concerns with that as our crews are there now and they're just cleaning that up. And of course, we have the fire in Halifax and the Mooseland Road, which is burning and continues to burn. We've had 2 new fire reports today. We had similar to the same number yesterday as well. Our province is still dry. We did get some rain last night, which we will certainly always take, but the woods are still dry. The fire at the Mooseland Road is about 1,700 hectares, and that's an estimate. And that's an estimate because we can only fly that fire right now, and that was done early this morning with the low ground cover still going on with the mist and with the smoke in the area. And until we get someone actually on the ground with the GPS to properly size that fire, it will fluctuate, and hopefully that fire does not grow today. We always want to keep people safe and away from the area while we continue to fight this fire, so that's why there's no one allowed in there. Right now we have 25 DNR firefighters on the line. There's 7 incident management team personnel assigned to this fire that are poised to take over that fire very soon to manage that for us. And there's 31 HRM fire staff there and volunteer firefighters. We have our 4 802 air tractors there today and Bird Dog flying that fire, 2 DNR helicopters, and we have 2 CL-415s from Newfoundland as well on that fire. We have a few pieces of heavy equipment there that are helping to open up some roads for access and create some better landing areas for our staff, but that's what all we have there for that now. That's all I have, please.
Thanks so much, Jim. And Roy Hollett, again, Roy is Acting Chief of Halifax Regional Fire and Emergency. Roy, over to you.
Thank you, Elise. Yes, our Halifax Fire are still on site assisting DNR with firefighting activities. Our crews are there to assist DNR, and we're providing tankers and water supply for extinguishment. And as Jim said, we have the number that I have is about 40 firefighters divided into a number of crews. And any crews are working with DNR staff. So our crews are with staff, assisting them with water application. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks so much, Roy. So we'll open things up to those online for questions now for Jim, Roy, Andrew, and who's our 4th guest? Sorry, Bob. We have a question from Natasha O'Neill with City News Halifax. So Natasha, whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Hi, thanks for doing this, guys. My first question, I think is how far is the fire's perimeter from the closest building in the area? I know we had evacuations late last night. I'm just kind of looking to understand how close it is.
I don't know who's the best one to answer that question.
I'll take all of you.
I don't believe any homes are specifically threatened by the fire within the perimeter of the fire. It was more precaution with the power out as well to have people evacuated from that fire. Yeah, I don't know exactly how close they might be to the fire.
Okay, that's fine. I understand. My other one might be for Bob, but Jim, you might also want to jump in. I am aware that last year around this time, there were less fires. We're already looking at like 100 fires already this year. I'm trying to understand, drought. I think last year, Jim, you had mentioned it was a lot drier later in the season. Are we looking at drier now than we were this time last year?
No, I don't believe so. Bob might correct me, but I think we're building to where we were last year. We've been getting a lot of lightning starts lately, which which are difficult to deal with. They come up many days after and can pop up at any time after long after lightning goes through. So the two fires we had today were both lightning starts as well that took place. They've been smoldering for a little while. Even with aerial detection and planes looking for fires, these things will still sit and smolder and then pop up. So we've been having a lot of that. And we still have a lot of human-caused fires as well from people just not paying attention to what they're doing and following our burn safe restrictions.
Okay, we're going to move on to our next question. Ian Fairclough with Chronicle Herald. Go ahead.
Hi, just curious. I know the fire jumped the road yesterday. Is it still considered out of control on both sides of the road, or is most of the issue now to the east where it was heading that direction yesterday?
Yeah, the fire would still be considered out of control, the whole entire perimeter, until we can start to get more work on it. But no, the whole fire is out of control.
And just to follow that, obviously the wind was an issue in there. How much of a factor is the wind playing today?
Yeah, yesterday hot and dry and quite windy. Today the wind, they're making good progress this morning. The last picture I saw looked very encouraging, but we'll have to wait to see what happens with the wind through the afternoon to see how it progresses.
Great, thanks so much. A reminder to reporters, if you've asked your question, just you can take your hand down, your virtual hand. That would be great. We'll go to Lindsay Armstrong next with the Canadian Press.
Thank you so much. I believe this is for Mr. Rudderham. I'm wondering if you can describe the area in terms of fire risk. How densely populated is the area nearby? And is this what sort of fire risk is coming up with this landscape?
Yeah, so most of this fire most of all of this fire is wooded area. It's woods. It started in the woods and continues in the woods. There are homes, and it's a rural community. There are homes scattered around this area, but it's very rural. So, but that's good news for us. We don't like to see anything burn, but it really bothers us when homes burn. So far we're doing good that way.
Thank you very much. And I'm wondering if you can also elaborate on the human-caused fires. Is that expected to be behind this Muslin fire? And are these caused by cigarettes, not following fire bans and campfires, things like that? Do you have any sense of the causes?
Yeah, all those things you just mentioned. We're not exactly sure how this fire started. There has been so much lightning lately that it could very well be lightning and not human caused. We really haven't had a chance to dig into the cause of the fire yet. But human caused fires are all the things you mentioned, but people being irresponsible with open fires is the key thing.
Okay, thanks, Jim. We'll go next to Mitchell Bailey with Global News.
Thank you. Yeah, I think this question would be directed towards Jim. Do we know what percentage of evacuated homes were primary residences? I believe that there's quite a bit of cottages in the area. I'm just trying to get a sense of how many people are affected.
I think that's a better question for Roy or Andrew.
Yeah, we're looking at approximately 100, 150 people who have been impacted by this area. To know which were cottages versus or summer homes versus full-time homes. Yesterday, when I was driving through the area, it's really a mixture. We, at this point, do not have that number of homes that are full-time versus summer, but our crews are out there monitoring who's in the area, and we have a list of that and tracking it if required.
Understood. Thank you. And just as follow up, maybe this one will be for Jim. How do you anticipate, I guess, the weather, the forecast, and the days ahead to impact the direction of the fire spread?
Yeah, we see rain on the forecast for Sunday, and I'm really hoping it comes. I hope Bob doesn't say something different than that, but we are really hoping to have some rain on Sunday. Again, today the crews are making some good headway. If they can make it through the day and continue with this progress tomorrow, and then the rain comes Sunday, I'll be very, very happy. So it's all up to the weather gods at this point.
Bob, did you want to add anything to that?
Sure, yeah, that we do have a system approaching on Sunday. Before we get to Sunday, tomorrow, we're expecting relative humidity values to be a little bit lower than what we're expecting today. And then we expect also tomorrow the winds to shift to a little bit more from a southwesterly direction. So that might change the direction slightly as to compared to what it is today. But the system on Sunday that we're looking at, it looks like it's probably going to bring a significant amount of precipitation. Models range right now between about 15 to 30 millimeters for that specific area. So the models have been kind of painting that picture over the last number of days. So we're fairly confident that that's going to occur, but certainly watching it very closely.
I hope you're not teasing me.
Thanks, Bob, and thanks, Jim. We'll go to Agathe Bouchard with Radio Canada. Agathe? You might be on mute there, I think, Agathe. I'm pretty sure. Okay, we'll come back to Agathe, and we'll go to Sheldon McLeod with MBS. Sheldon, go ahead.
Thanks, Elise. Question about the air assets. Can you describe what is being employed right now, what jobs they're doing, and obviously with the fixed-wing aircraft that were added, the air tractors, that's something new that is available to you and they're local. So can you perhaps, Jim, dig it into a little bit of that for us, please?
Sure. So we have our fleet of 4 Airbus helicopters. 2 of them are assigned to this fire today. They do a multitude of tasks, including water bucketing, a very pinpoint water bucketing directly where firefighters might need them. They're there to move people in and out, move equipment around, and a multitude of tasks, as we've talked about before. The air tractors and the bird dog. The bird dog plane, that asset that we have with our air tractors, is also the bird dog plane as well for the 2 planes from Newfoundland as well. So they all fly under the direction of the air attack officer within that bird dog plane. So the 4802s are flying under the bird. They go there, they reload, they come back, and they lay down lines. Those lines are directed by in combination with our IC on the ground and with the air attack officer, who has tactics to try to control the spread of this fire and to box in and cut off and contain that fire. The same with the 415s. They are skimmer aircraft that we were fortunate to get out of Newfoundland, and they are here doing the same thing. They just do it a little bit different, but the same effect.
For a follow-up, you mentioned the air tractors under contract need to return to DeBert to resupply with retardant. Has there been any conversation about locating stores of that retardant in other areas of the province? Does that come up? And is that in any way slowing down your ability to get to the scene as quickly as possible?
Not for this fire, no. And yes, we have looked at forward operating bases. When the fires we had in Annapolis County the other day, we were prepared and ready to move a forward operating base down to Digby, to the airport there, to do the same thing for the planes. There is no other airstrip that's realistically as handy to where we are today fighting the fire, so that's working out very well for us again. But we are ready and able to move the base for these planes closer to whatever incident's taking place.
Okay, thanks very much. We'll try to go back to Agathe Boucar. I know you're having some audio issues. Agathe, can you hear us? Not yet. Okay, Agathe, I know you have a question in the chat, which we'll get to in just a moment. Just before we do that, do we have any other questions from folks online, media? Any other questions for our panelists? Oh, back to the chat here for a moment. Okay, and we do have one in French for Bob from Agathe with Radio-Canada. I'm going to try my best to speak French here. It's been a few years, so please pardon my approach here, my attempt. Bonjour, je ne peux pas utiliser mon microphone. Mr. Robichaud, pourriez-vous nous expliquer quelles conditions météorologiques ont favorisé une telle propagation des flammes de flammes entre hier et aujourd'hui, passant de 3 heures à 17 hectares. Merci. Bob, can you answer that one?
So I just want to make it clear that I can answer some questions in French. Si il y a des questions en français, je peux certainement les répondre. Donc, pour la question spécifique, oui, les conditions météorologiques hier étaient de vent assez fort de l'ouest, avec des conditions assez secs, avec des températures qui approchaient les 30 degrés. Donc, ça, c'est des conditions pour la propagation des flammes. C'est ça qu'on a vu durant la journée d'hier. On était assez chanceux que vers la fin de la journée, on a eu des averses qui ont ralenti l'avancement du feu, mais quand même, avant qu'on a vu ces averses-là, c'est ça qui a causé le feu de s'agrandir de cette façon. Aujourd'hui, les conditions sont un peu meilleures que hier, pas tout à fait aussi chaud. Les niveaux d'humidité sont à peu près la même chose que hier, mais demain, ça va être encore une journée assez importante à surveiller avec les vents qui vont s'élever au cours de la journée du sud-ouest encore et des humidités relatives qui vont être plus basses qu'aujourd'hui. Donc demain, ça va être encore une journée à surveiller.
OK, merci Bob. Et une autre question. Est-ce que la pluie de dimanche pourrait permettre de maîtriser l'incendie?
Oui, les quantités de pluie qu'on prévoit pour dimanche sont assez importantes, possiblement de 15 à 30 mm. Donc, certainement, si on a 30 mm de pluie dans cette région-là, ça va aider énormément.
Okay. Merci beaucoup. Thank you, Bob. We do have time for a few more questions. I don't see any more hands raised, but I'll just give it a moment. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of hands. Let's go start off again. Natasha O'Neill with City News Halifax. Go ahead, Natasha.
Hi, thank you again. Jim, I'm hoping that you can kind of describe to me what the fire looks like. I think one of the spokespeople I spoke to yesterday had said that there's a lot of smoke. Are we seeing active flames? Can you kind of describe the fire conditions on the ground?
So yesterday there was a lot of smoke, a lot of active flames, and it looked it was very intense. Today, the last photo I saw, you can see a lot of burnt area from the air, a little bit of smoke wisps here and there. And there wasn't a lot of active fire, but that does not mean it's out for sure. But now we're getting into the mid part of the afternoon, and that could change. So I hopeful and confident that the crews can attend to anything that might pop up if that were to happen. But earlier there was smoke, but not certainly like yesterday.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, next we'll go to back to Ian Fairclough with the Chronicle Herald. Ian, go ahead.
Yeah, I just sort of a follow to that last question. Are we getting a lot of the deep burning in this fire and crowning, or is it more just ground cover and lower trees that are burning?
Yeah, definitely crowning yesterday. I saw quite a few pictures of that. I haven't heard them talking too much about deep burning. The fire burned pretty quickly yesterday, which is bad and good in the same sense. It didn't get a chance to burn very deep in a lot. So I don't know yet. I haven't heard many reports about that, but just to speed of the fire yesterday, I would suspect there will be areas where it will burn deep, but not like late summer drought deep at this point.
Okay, thanks very much, Jim. And Sheldon McLeod with MBS.
Question for Acting Chief. Just curious, I know there was some concern previously about Halifax firefighters not having appropriate PPE coveralls that might not have met NFPA standards. Just wondering how you are managing the assets you have in the area and what it is that you're able to do with traditionally what would be an urban fire service working in rural Nova Scotia in a wildfire situation.
Hi. Yes, over the past year, we were able to acquire the proper set of coveralls for our members. And right now, the majority of our members have received the proper coveralls. And as well, we have enough extras for those who are on site who needed an extra pair. We were able to switch some out, or in some cases, help launder them. We've also deployed our wildland fire truck to the scene and is a structural protection unit. So we're able to step in and help DNR with the assistance they need. And yes, our members have the proper equipment that they need. And if at any point we feel that there is more required, or the feedback we get is if there's an issue, we will definitely look at it and address it and make sure our members are properly protected. But as of right now, yes, the proper PPE and equipment have been issued.
Thanks, Chief.
Excellent. I think we will wrap it up there. We do have a couple more minutes, so I'll just give it a second, though, if anybody has any further questions. Want to just remind folks, if there are questions after today's update, you can reach out to wildfire comms at novascotia.ca. Any media inquiries can go there, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And of course, remember to keep updated on our social media channels at NSGov. We will continue to update everyone there through our Facebook and Instagram channels. And I'll just give it another moment here to see if we have any final questions before we wrap up for today.
Hey, Elise, it's Bill Dix. Can you hear me?
Oh, hi, Bill. Yes, go ahead.
Hey, sorry about that. Can you, I just wanted to ask how many homes or cottages are in the evacuation zone? I think that may have been answered, but I want to clarify that.
Over to Roy.
Yep. We've estimated about 100 as of right now, and a combination of summer homes and full-time homes, year-round homes where people live, and a number of cottages as well.
And Bill, I know this is the first time we're hearing from you. Did you have a follow-up question?
No, not at the moment. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, Bill. And just another question here from Ian with the Chronicle Herald. Go ahead, Ian.
Yeah, just following up with someone that Natasha has in the chat. Just curious about any visuals that might be available from the fire lines and from the scene.
Yeah, I did see that question. We will get back to you. We'll certainly provide any visuals that we can provide. I can't answer that question right now, but I'll certainly let you folks. We will certainly know, our comms team. Let folks know if we have those visuals for you. We'll look into this after this conference. Okay, with that, just want to thank everyone for joining. Remember, wildfire comms at novascotia.ca if you have any further questions. Thanks, everybody, and we will keep folks updated on our social channels. Enjoy the rest of your day.